Hey everyone, my name is Avery. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I make videos about budgeting, specifically budgeting in YNAB. So if that's something that interests you, feel free to like this video or subscribe. Anyways, thank you for watching. So in today's video, I will be budgeting my final paycheck of March. Some things to know about March, how it's going so far. I guess it's almost over. March has been a very quick month for me. I thought February went by fast, but somehow March went by faster. I'm fine with it. I mean, I'm really enjoying March actually. Way better than February. The weather is a little hit or miss, but you really start to appreciate how nice the weather can be after you've gone through winter in the Midwest. But so I got paid $1,389.19. Things to know about that: I did finally get a paycheck that has my raise at my full-time job. So it looks like after taxes and deductions, I will be getting $1,208.25. And then the other money is coming from the restaurant, and I worked, I think 3 days, I want to say, out of 4 in 2 weeks, and I got paid $180.94. So add those together and you get almost $1,400. So pretty good month, pretty good week for me, I'd say. So let's go ahead and go into May. Let me open everything. Someone told me a trick on how to open everything at once, but I forget the trick, so sorry if you told me that. I've forgotten. I'll have to go back and read the comment again, but let's go ahead and open these. Let's open the fun category because maybe I want to add money to that. And yeah, so we're in May, even though it's March, and the reason why I do that is because if you've watched a few of my videos now, you would know that I like to budget ahead for rent. So let's go ahead and add $416.50 to my May rent category. So I'm at $833, so rent is officially covered for May. I could pay May's rent tomorrow and it'd be completely covered. I've been thinking about my rent category quite a bit, and I'm kind of wondering if I should maybe skip putting money towards rent for a paycheck. I'll still have to do some projections, but I'm starting to get kind of farther ahead with it. For April, I'll start budgeting for June, May for July, so on and so forth. And then once I hit my 3 paycheck month in July, I'm kind of really far out there. And I'm kind of wondering if I should take that $400 and so and move it towards some other goals, but that's a decision for maybe a future video. I can't see myself putting nothing towards rent. It's just such a good habit to have, but something I've been thinking about. So we put the money in. Let's go back to March. I start off every video like this, it feels like. And let's add $33.50 to rent holding. And that brings us up to $302. If you're new here, I do a rent holding category. My lease, that's what it is, my lease. I plan on renewing it in July. I don't know how much more rent might be per month. I'm hoping very little, maybe $20, $25. I was looking on my company, my landlord's website, and that seems to be what my unit or similar units to my unit are renting for, about $20 more than what I pay now. So if I got that kind of rental increase, I'd be quite satisfied with it, given the state of the rental market and the housing market in my city. All that to be said, I added $33.50, and then I added $416.50 to my rent category, so $450 towards rent every paycheck until further notice. And then I have $939.19 left. I know I want to go into April. This is kind of going to be all over the place because I've been sitting on some thoughts lately for my budget that I'm going to execute in this video. So it says I need 4 more cents for my phone category. I actually don't need that. So let me go ahead and update this back to $37.13. So that's actually fully funded. So I still have $135 I'm underfunded by. I could just go ahead and click that button, but just so you see, I have $25 more that needs to go into fund, and $110 that needs to go into my Roth IRA. Starting in May, I'm going to increase this to $150. So let's go ahead and hit underfunded. So now everything for April is funded. So I'm all set to go for April's expenses that I anticipate. And if I go into May, I'm just going to go ahead and do this now so I don't forget. I want to update this to 150 so I have a clearer idea of how I want to allocate April's paychecks. And the reason why I'm increasing it is because I did get a raise, like I've mentioned multiple times. So I do want some of that money to go towards investing. It's not the full amount. I do have like student loans I'd like to put the extra money towards, of course, my emergency fund, things like that. But some of it I think should get diverted into investments. So that's what we're doing. So yeah. So now we have $804. Everything's covered for April. Let's go into May. And I'm going to work on covering some of May's expenses, maybe about $300 or so. So while I do this, just some things that's been going on this month. I have been riding my bike a lot. In January, I did purchase a bike. It did cost me $1,100. And so quite a pricey expense. But I have actually, the weather's finally nice enough that I can actually go out and ride the bike. So I've really been enjoying that, like, quite a lot. I love the location of where I live. It's a very nice neighborhood. It's older neighborhood. It's not like a newer trend. It is kind of trendy though, I'd say, in the sense that like young families like to live here and like young professionals. So, but something to know about this neighborhood is that I live a 5-minute walk away from the park and from a library, from the community center, and at the park, I'm like, where am I going with this? At the park, there is a bike trail, and there's actually quite a bit of bike trails in my city, and I wanted to take advantage of that. And I've wanted to exercise more. My doctor says it's good. If you've watched previous videos, I think I talked once about having high blood pressure. So any way I can get more cardio in is great. I love exploring the city, and honestly, I might consider in the future maybe commuting to my office, because I am in the office twice a week now, and it's only a 3-mile drive/bike away. And if I use the trails, it's relatively safe. It's a great way to get exercise at the beginning and the end of the day. And it would only take like 15 minutes. And if I'm going to be on the bus anyways for that, because I'm not driving to work, it costs too much money. I could also, on the nice days, I could at the very least ride my bike to work. So yeah, I have been riding that. But that also means since I am riding it, there are some expenses that have popped up. There's always something, you know, but I'm fine with spending the money, and we're not going to fund transportation right now. Auto maintenance, that's a good one. Let's do subscriptions, YNAB. Okay, let's stop there for now and hit underfunded. And okay, so $892.25. Oh, what's that divided in half? Anyone know? I just want to make sure. Just a moment. Okay, let's stop there for now, and then we'll come back to it after I allocate some of the leftover money towards some goals. So, but like I was saying, I have had some expenses pop up for the bike. Namely, I had to buy a helmet. I did buy it at REI. I really like it. It's like a green helmet, you know. I need to be a little conspicuous while I'm on the bike so no one runs me over. But I bought a helmet. I actually got a great deal on it. It was like originally $80, and then I needed to, but I had like if you're a member of REI, you get like your member dividends. So I had $34 from how much I spent in the previous year. I think it's 10% you get back. So I guess I spent $340 at REI last year, but $34 is what I had, so I put it towards that. And then I also stacked it with a 20% off coupon. So long story short, Long story long, the bike only cost me $34, or the helmet only cost me $34. So not a bad deal, all things considered. And then, but then I keep spending money. March has been so, I've actually spent more money in March, spoiler alert, but I've spent more money in March than I spent in February. And I went on vacation at the end of February, and it was, I thought that was expensive, but we'll get more into that in my March budget recap, which will be posted on time, aka close to the end of March. So yeah. But yeah, I've been spending a lot of money. I like have depleted my clothing category, which is why I have this note up here to put money into the clothing category fund. So let's go ahead and do that now, because I was buying some clothes. I actually haven't really bought any clothes since, yeah, it says literally zero. So I haven't bought any clothes really, or invested in any sort of like health or beauty or clothing items since before the not even before the pandemic. I just didn't really invest in that through college either. I didn't really spend that much money on it through college. So I know going forward that I need to invest some money into this. And I ended up spending $200 more at REI on, what did I buy? I bought hiking pants. They were on clearance, but REI is so expensive if you've ever been there. And then I bought two running shirts, like long sleeve shirts that I'm actually just using to ride on my bike, so I stay relatively warm because the weather is still kind of all over the place. So yeah, so $100 going into clothing. And then before I forget, let's put money into the student loans. So I have some notes here for myself. I want to put money in the clothing. I do want to start like an ongoing bike supplies / maintenance fund. Obviously want to put money into my emergency fund. I want to put money in student loans, and then household. Why did I say this? I'm sure there's probably something I need to buy that I cannot remember at the moment because I don't have my notes. But yeah. Oh, so student loans. I do want to say something about student loans. I have officially came up with a goal. So the goal is to, by May, is to pay off this loan right here. So $3,603.58. I was toying with it for a while. I thought maybe like, oh, I could pay off this loan. I could pay off this $338 loan. And I just don't want to push myself too hard because before I allocate, I have $3,000. So if I can reach that higher goal, I will. But since, like I mentioned, I do have other things I need to put money towards, like my emergency fund, I don't want to push it too hard. So let's go ahead and put $200. And then I also want to go ahead and move this money. Well, let's allocate the rest of this money first, and then I'll do it at the end. So, bike. Let's find the bike. It's under transportation. Is it? It's going to be, okay, here it is. Let's put $20 in there. And then, yes, $20. Probably going to shoot for like $20 a month. It's probably going to be more right now. But at least in the off months when the weather's terrible, it's going to be $20 a month. Let's just do $20 for now. And then I want to go ahead and put money, into the emergency fund. I do have $1,550 in there. So let's get that up to at least $1,600. Okay. That's good. The goal for the year is 3,000. I think I can hit that goal. I might have to allocate more money here and there, but I'm pretty sure I can hit that goal without a problem. And then if I can get more than that, that's great. And okay, we have $137.59. Household. I want to put money in my fun category. I think I want to buy some concert tickets. Well, I just put 25 in, so what am I at in April? Because I'll probably buy them in April if I buy them. I want to... This is just like an OCD thing, I guess, but I want to get this up to 65. So 137.15. I want to put some more money in clothing. At the end here, I always just kind of all over the place because I'm like, well, what are the current spending? What do I anticipate I want to spend additional money on? So 120 into health, beauty, and clothing. Let's go up to household. Let's put 17.15 in there. Okay. And then let's go back down to the emergency fund. Let's put $25 more in there. Let's put another 25 into this student loan. And then I have 50 left. And let's go back into, well, let's double check that there's nothing I'm missing. I'm trying to think. $90 in April for fun. I don't anticipate spending any more money on fun in March, so $90. Yeah, that's fine. And then let's go back into May, and we're underfunded by $892.25. Let's put this $50 towards something. What should I put it towards? I don't want to do health, beauty, and clothing. Gifts don't really matter. Roth IRA. It doesn't really matter since it's so far into the future, but I still kind of sit here and I'm like, well, what should I do? Let's think about it. My computer fund. You can see this is a very high amount. I do want to go pretty bougie with my next computer purchase in the next 2 to 4 years. But my computer is kind of janky, so maybe I need to do it. Maybe I need to save money for it sooner rather than later, but that's a thought for another day. Let's put let's put $50 into the Roth IRA, Let's make a future commitment. Okay. Last thing I'm going to do in this video is I'm going to go to my student loan category in March. And I actually want to reallocate all this money into this one so I know how far off I am. So let's move all of this money not in that category back to ready to assign. This one too, yep. So $3,000, and then let's put it in here. So I need $378.58, and I think I should be able to hit that pretty. It shouldn't be like a struggle because I have 2 paychecks in April, and then so I think I can hit it. That's about 200, a little less than 200 per paycheck. And yeah, so now that I have a goal, I should be able to hit it as long as I stay the course. And I will say, if Biden extends the student loan repayment date back to not whatever he's calling it, I am going to obviously try to save more money. But I think by May 1st, this is what I can do, and this is what I'd be the best at. And I guess I should update this. Can't do this math on the top of my head. But if he extends it, I will try to save more money. It kind of just depends on what he extends it to, like what date. I kind of have a feeling he is going to extend it, but I'm not banking on that, obviously. But I do want to make a payment before the repayment date, whatever day that is. So, all right, well, this is going to be the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching. Tell me what you've been up to in March. Have you been enjoying the weather? I have. Anyways, yes, thanks for watching, and I hope you have a great rest of your week, and I hope you have a great rest of the month. And happy spring. Yay. Bye.